Turn that off. Hello!
Hello.
And welcome to Down the Rabbit Hole, Curious Casefiles. The second episode of this, and you might notice that there's somebody missing.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. She's been abducted by aliens again, everybody. She just loves getting probed. Sorry.
She loves getting probed.
Yeah.
That's too much information.
Yeah, unfortunately, we've not got Danielle today, so that means that there's... it's like Mum's left us in the house alone, and we're going to wreck the house.
Maybe. Yeah,
Maybe.
possibly.
We might behave.
Yeah. Now, if you do hear a strange... Well, you probably hear the birds at the moment, because they've decided to start squealing. But if you hear panting, our dog is very hot. Which... we had a strange thing happen earlier.
Yeah, we did actually. It was like do do do. Wait a minute. Twilight Zone music necessary for this story.
So he's on the move now.
Weird story.
Yeah. Right. So often before we do the show, a couple of hours before, we have a little kick. So we're a little bit more energized
because we're lazy.
Well, we're not lazy, but yeah.
Yeah.
Speak for yourself.
Afternoon nap.
Anyway, so what we done was I actually put a little fan on the floor next to my dog.
Not like a midget that really likes us.
Yeah. About a foot away from my dog so he could sleep because he was panting. He quieting down, it was working. And we started to have a nap, and all of a sudden the air conditioner just came on by itself.
Yes, it did. Well, what the hell is that?
What the hell? And I got up to go check. I thought initially that was the cat or a cat. Because they
stood on the button or something.
Yeah, because she likes to sit on there. No, it weren't. Now, the even stranger thing is the fan that I put on the floor was turned facing the other way. Well, that was really strange. So the fan was turned so it weren't even facing the dog.
Yeah.
And the air conditioner just come on. Weird. But there you go.
Yeah. So if you watched the previous episode that we done of the journey down the rabbit hole, we're basically completely unscripted. We're just going to try and answer those bizarre questions that just pop into your head, especially if you call Jamie and you're sitting beside me. Bizarre questions that you really want to know the answer to, but you've never dared ask anybody. Well, ask me. I'll look it up because my internet search history is kind of weird at the moment.
Well, also,
anyway,
I think that's quite a good little exercise because when you get older, you think about more like boring things, don't you? Paying your bills and things like that. When you're younger, your mind is more creative, more active, and you want to know. And that's just fun just to delve into that. And it's quite closely related to the sort of things we do.
You might have noticed we're really small in the corner today. That's because we're going to be looking things up, and that's going to be here live with you. We're going to find out together.
But yeah, I mean, and sometimes we might pick up on a subject that we might want to do more in depth. But yeah.
And I would first of all like to, if I sound really nasally, again, it's the dog's fault.
The dog's got a lot of time.
It happens in the summer, at the beginning of the summer, and it happens at the beginning of the winter. Whenever we start putting the air conditioning on or the heating on, my nose, inside of my nose, gets all like sore. And it makes me really nasally, so that's what's wrong with me. It's the dog's fault for making me put the air conditioning on, and the ghost's fault for turning it on when I try to get sleep.
Ghost dog, yeah, ghost. We don't know. Whatever.
Yeah.
That's strange. I know there is a timer, but that wasn't on. But who knows?
Yeah.
Whatever. That's very strange.
Hello, Danielle. Danielle's watching us.
She's listening.
See, I feel like Mum's put a little spy camera in now, and I can't misbehave.
She's checking in on the children.
Can't misbehave. So, Jamie, since you're the weirdo in the room, what's your first random thing?
Well, it's something I've thought of off and on for years, really. But just recently, I'm starting to think about it again, and just wondering if it's either we are or we could be living in
a shoebox.
No, a simulation.
Oh.
Do you think that's actually possible?
Well, like a computer game?
Probably.
So
not like a computer game, but could we be living in a simulation?
So like there's little aliens like playing like Skyrim, but it's not Skyrim, it's Earthrim.
Or something.
They're playing Earthrim and like...
Or The Sims.
I'm the character.
Yeah, no.
I'm not a sim because I've not got a diamond above my head.
First of all, I don't think we are. Right? I'll start off with that because I think there's too much rubbish that goes on that wouldn't if we're in a simulation, that would be cut out or.
I don't know, maybe
an
somebody
update.
really twisted that's created the simulation.
But
If we are in a computer game, just random thought. Whoever made my character is like got fed up with me and they've just like left me and they're not playing anymore.
Left her on a memory
I'm not
stick
playing
somewhere.
anymore. They're like, that's a bit shit. Yeah, can't be bothered.
Well, I don't know, because you're here now, so perhaps people just like like you say, perhaps they like doing strange stuff and that, because like The Sims, like if you've ever played that or heard about it, that's like a game where you basically control a family. You have one character that you mainly control, and people do horrible things to them. They put them in a house
with no doors and then set the house
take
on
away
fire.
the door, set the place alight. I haven't done nothing like that. It's a bit too weird.
I don't actually play. I've played The Sims. I don't play The Sims to actually play with a character. I like
building the houses.
I like building the houses and decorating the houses and shit. That's
So one of the problems is because I think the science community is torn. If we talk about science, I know they sometimes get it wrong. They think they know all and they don't, but whatever.
That wasn't a ghost, by the way. That was a cat.
Yeah. So I think the science peeps, I think they're split on the idea, because some of the scientists think that we are in a simulation.
Do they?
Yeah. Because they obviously they want to deny God a creator and things like that. So it's ideal for them. Also, the others don't think that we are, because of some sort of weird, strange, crappy things like what I just said. Like there'd be a bit more organization if it was a simulation, which I can see. But then you do get crap things in games, don't you, on purpose?
You would get weird shit though if it was like a game, wouldn't you? But then you do get weird. We do get weird shit.
You do get weird shit, yeah. And there is a lot of these, like for instance, like when we talk about the what's it called, the thingy effect, the Mandela effect, that could be an update or a bug or something like that.
Yeah.
Now people may think, like, I know, like there's a few of us watching who's religious, and
that's like a Matrix thing.
Kind of, but that's not. I mean, Matrix has one point of view where you're all shoved in, you're like human batteries. But I mean, that may not actually be like that at all. I mean, there's a lot of religious people who do believe that that's not possible because they create a God. But you could consider the fact that
God's a computer programmer and he made a game.
Well,
no,
possibly.
Oh.
Possibly he was using a BBC computer before Christ's computer.
Yeah.
But who's to say? Because that would, because who's to say that? He said
the Bible just says that God created the earth. It doesn't say that where he created it. He could have created it on a computer.
Well, that might explain some of the problems with the religion and the scientists, where they diss the religion and vice versa. Because obviously, I think religion says like 6,000 years or something like that, isn't it? Or
it's like, is it 6,000 to 8,000 years that the Earth's been around, which doesn't make sense. But
apparently the dinosaurs...
That's like your hardcore creationist. I think it's creationism, that like everything was just made 6,000 years ago, which doesn't line up with the science.
But
there is a balance. You can be religious and still line up with the science. But
like dinosaurs apparently existed 64 million years, whatever.
Or they still do, and there's one in Loch Ness.
No, but if it was like programs, that could be sort of like, that could explain why he done the design dinosaurs first, got bored or that or whatever.
How can you get bored of dinosaurs?
Well, you may not. Well, they might have run a program where that naturally works out. That is still random, so things do happen. And then in the end, he thought, well, I'll create it again. You never know. It's probably not right, but that's just a thought, isn't it? I mean, what do you guys think? If there's anyone got a different thought on that? I mean,
I don't think it, but because computers crash, and it would crash.
Yeah, but then you do get these bizarre things happen, don't you? Like I say, the Mandela effect, these different things what go on in the world, that 1 minute you think something's a certain way and it changed. Yeah, what if dinosaurs were part of Satan's corrupting genetics? It could be. It could be, because they right, well, we stick to the simulation thing. It could be Satan could be a hacker.
Satan the hacker.
Satan the hacker. That's different, isn't it? I mean, when you think about it.
But if you were like creating something on a computer, you'd have like, you could make whatever the hell you want. Actually, I've just realised duck-bill platypuses exist, so that's just, forget me.
Yeah, quite weird.
They're weird. There's a lot of weird animals, though.
Yeah.
Shall we look at weird animals?
Well, I was going to say...
No, you're not finished with this.
No, I want
to look at weird animals, though.
I think it's possible that, like, with the simulations as well, I don't think we're in one, but we could be. I think we're getting there, don't you? I think that could be a future, and I think scientists would like that idea because they like to become God or better than God or.
And they want the metaverse, don't they? Like,
yeah, and that they could live like some of these elites could live forever. When you think about it, kind of they wouldn't exist properly, but.
Kelly says it's beyond computers. We live in a metaphysical world. That's very profound. That's very profound, Kelly.
Well, who's to say that computers are even involved? But I mean, again, closely related to that is parallel universes. That would probably sort of relate to each other as well.
Does that mean that there's a me? There's a me in every universe.
Yeah, there's like, well, probably. I think there's slight changes which would be really.
There's a theory that like if there was travel between parallel universes.
Yeah.
And like I went to a parallel universe. If I met my clone, no, it's not a clone, is it? Because it's not.
No.
My the alternative me, that we'd both just die because we can't exist in the same plane of reality.
Well, there's a lot of
And I wonder how they figure that out.
I don't know.
How do they know that you're just going to just?
Well, they like to theorize, don't they? Unless they know something we don't.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's even possible, and that
was
could be
weird how we both done the do together. That was weird.
Yeah. But I mean, that's a strange thing to think about. I mean, with the parallel universe, again, they could collide. I know there's like technical things like quantum physics.
That would explain the Mandela effect, so if there is like slipping between different, or you're in a cusp of two parallels, you could be getting.
Yeah, the crossovers. I mean, it's kind of strange, and like you say, you'll get talking about the creatures you just mentioned. There's some creatures that didn't seem to exist, and all of a sudden they're about, and you're like, "What the is that?"
There is some weird and I want to do creatures.
You want to do creatures
because I'm thinking now. Since I was thinking about duck-billed platypus, I've got like all these creatures that I know exist, but some of them I've only realised that exist in the last few years, and I'm like, "What the what?"
What the hell is that?
We need to look at these,
right,
and figure out what they are.
And decide whether they come from an alternative universe.
Are they aliens? Did they come from an alternative universe?
But I mean, that would explain just the last thing on this then. I mean, we all talk about aliens and we talk about big feet and things like that, and all these sort of strange monsters and things and creatures that get seen.
It's two Bigfoot.
Maybe it could be
Big Feet.
That could be simulation as well.
There's a group of Bigfoot called Big Feet.
Big feet. I don't know. And do they smell like feet? That's the biggest question.
Why would they smell like feet?
Because they've got big cheesy feet.
Why are they cheesy?
Well, they're going to be cheesy. They're going to be dirty, aren't they? I mean, I don't know.
Right.
First one. Big feet sweat. Right.
Giant squid. Which there's two. There's a giant squid and a colossal squid. But the giant squid is bigger than the colossal squid.
What? That doesn't sound right.
No, it's like longer. The giant squid's longer than the colossal squid, but the colossal squid is fatter, so it's heavier.
Right.
Let's look it up. I might have just made that up.
We have Bigfoot around our county. Do their feet smell, Kelly? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, go out in the woods, Kelly, and smell somebody's feet. Right. Let me get rid of that. And I've got this up. That's the wrong thing. Wait a minute. It sound disorganized. Tell you what happened. I was organised with like my thing, and my computer updated.
Yeah.
So I had 9 minutes to get ready before the show. Right, giant squid versus colossal squid. What is the difference? Let's find out, shall we? I know I don't want an advert. When it comes to telling the difference between a giant squid versus a colossal squid, what can you do in order to help with this? Well, both of these squids are abnormally large. Yes, they are. And it was only recently that they actually acknowledged they existed, didn't it?
Which one, though? The giant or the colossal? I think it was a giant squid, wasn't
These are like probably what they were thought were krakens in the day, weren't it? Back in the day. There are some key differences between them that you can use to tell them apart. That is the purpose of this article. Well, that's exactly what I was looking for. Thank you very much. Read on to learn. Well, just stop going on about it and just tell me the differences. Oh, there we go. We've got a chart. We've got a chart. I could have just scrolled down. Right. The giant squid is around the world, specifically the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. The colossal squid is in the Southern Ocean and the polar seas exclusively. Antarctica. It's in Antarctica. Right. Habitat. Deep waters for a giant squid, often more than 1,500 feet deep. Well found in many oceans, they aren't often found in tropical or polar seas. Colossal squid, often found in the Antarctic seas and habitats so large that colossal squids are only found in more than 3,000 feet deep in the sea. Yeah, it's right down there. Appearance: 8 arms, 2 long tentacles with suckers and teeth, huge eyes, and a long, narrow body. That's a giant squid. Colossal squid: 8 arms, 2 average tentacles with hooks used to catch prey. That's a bit scary, isn't it? Hooks.
We'll have a look at that in a little while, Julie.
Yeah.
See which is the largest animal.
We'll look. Yeah, noted.
Yeah.
Right. Shorter and stout body, wider than a giant squid. See, so it's wider. The size: the giant squid is 40 to 50 feet in length and 300 kilograms. The colossal squid, which you'd think was going to be bigger, is only 30 to 40. That's still bloody big, though. But can you imagine having a little swim in the ocean in that bloody thing? I'd die.
Well, have you seen?
And they're 500 kilograms.
So... Have you seen them programs where, like, the octopus sort of crawls in little holes and shit like that? They
I know they could squeeze through the
tiny holes and crawl out of things, and they got sort of quite
weird
good
eyes,
intelligence as well.
I think that's actually, I might be mistaken. I think that maybe the colossal squid's got the largest eye on any animal on the planet, and it's
really.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Weird.
They look weird.
Yeah. So the giant squid is longer, but the colossal squid is heavier. Yeah, but still, I mean, you're looking at like the giant squid is 40 to 50 feet, and our one's 30 to 40 feet.
Still bloody.
When you're getting over 30 feet, I don't give a shit. It's just like, oh my god, no.
Like Kelly said, that's why I stay out of big bodies of water. Well, I mean, we don't get too many opportunities, but yeah, I used to go in the sea, and obviously where we live, it's not so dangerous as your guys see. Fuck that. If I was living anywhere else in here, I'd be like, I'm not going outside. I'm not. Like Australia.
Oh, no, Australia's got the weirdest. And the most deadly.
Yeah.
I don't even know how there's people alive in Australia.
I wouldn't even dare to sleep. I don't think I would sleep, to be honest. But,
Australia is a beautiful country, and there's certain places I would love to visit, but no. They've got weird spiders for a start. Never mind all the other stuff. Weird.
Mm-hmm. I think America's got a good
on the
number as well, but
to come off of this, right? These obviously 1,500 feet, 3,000 feet deep in the ocean. There is a thing called deep sea gigantism, where things in the deep ocean. I don't know how I retain this shit. Things in the deep ocean, like that, you've got other variations of. Like obviously you've got squids elsewhere. Just get massive.
Yeah. No, so actually, just quickly, my dad actually said they come from outer space, and no, that is actually the theory, because they said that they don't share any commonalities, is it, with other creatures on Earth. They're quite unique. I didn't ever say particularly the octopus or the squid, but
deep sea gigantism. Right, and I'm hoping this has got some examples. It's obviously got a giant squid. Look at it. Look at. If that was, you would have a heart attack, wouldn't you?
I'd be freaked out.
I think this is the kraken.
Even if I was in the water and a big fish, like a giant fish,
come up, explanations. Scary. They don't know why they're giant, so they've got different explanations. They've not figured it out. It's the temperature, it's the scarcity of food, it's the reduced pressure, it's the increase in oxygen.
Basically, they don't know.
They don't know, so they're just like, it could be this. Or, they got a bloody clue.
They always had the we're under the belief that the heat makes things giant, don't they? And the sunlight. But now they're saying that the cold water temperatures, like the cooler it is, might be why the things are getting bigger as well in the sea.
These are weird. Isopods. Have you seen them? Giant isopods. Alien. They're weird.
They're woodlouse.
It's like a massive woodlouse. That would give me a heart attack as well.
I wonder if you poke it, it'll curl up in a ball.
I don't even want to know.
I don't want to poke it.
No, I don't want to see it.
Yeah.
What is that? An oarfish. Is that a fish? Is that a fish?
Apparently so.
It looks like some sort of snake.
Yeah. Now that could be mistaken for a
23 feet long. Really?
I wonder if they taste like shrimp. Can you imagine, like...
Why would it taste like shrimp?
That might taste... No, the squid, I think.
Oh, the squid. I thought you meant that fish. Yeah.
And because she said about the beak on the... Because they got, like, beaks, didn't they?
Sea spider.
Ugh.
Ugh. That's like a stick insect of the sea.
Now, don't they remind you, just, like, sea creatures in particular, don't they remind you of, like, when you see, like, under a microscope, things in the body and things like that, all these little creatures, or it kind of reminds you of a similar sort of thing, doesn't it?
It says that there's a jellyfish that can grow up to 33 feet in length. That's terrifying.
And where's that about?
Because they sting you, didn't they?
Some.
I don't know. The Stygiomedusa jellyfish.
So what's that spider?
What spider?
That thing. What looks like a spider.
The colossal sea spider.
Ugh. It looks kind of like some kind of weird parasite, doesn't it?
Hmm.
They do look quite...
And a stingray.
That looks like a dead ray to me. It looks very
it looks like
crispy.
Something's wrong with that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, weird. There's weird stuff on this planet.
There is.
Now,
you may not notice.
I'm going to see if I can get a better picture of that isopod thing.
Again, to mention, like, when people say, oh, these sort of creatures that get mentioned in mysteries don't exist because we've never seen them, never seen evidence. Well, as we're just learning now, there's a lot of things that's only just been discovered just recently. But, I mean, that's really strange.
Right. I've got some pictures of the isopod thing.
You got a picture of the isopod?
I just got
the curly whirly, the sea. Do you call them curly whirly in America?
Weird. I mean, look at it.
Woodlouse.
Look at it. It's an alien. That's a bloody alien, isn't it? I mean, look at it.
Can you imagine if that was a land creature?
What is that? Is that a tube going? Oh, I don't even. Right. How do I get out of here? No.
That is weird, isn't it? Can you imagine if they were on land? That'd be scary.
That's terrifying.
Roly polies. Yeah, roly polies. Curly whirlies, roly polies.
Actually terrifying.
There is. They are. He looks like he's got sunglasses on.
How does it look like he's got sunglasses on?
Yeah, he's got little black shades on.
I mean, that's like, you wouldn't, if that was on another planet, you wouldn't be surprised, would you?
No.
Ugh. Ugh. Yeah, they're weird.
Sperm whale is the loudest, not the biggest. Yeah.
Right,
I've never heard of it.
Did somebody ask what the largest animal was? Is that the question? I was
heaviest.
Oh, I've looked up megafauna. That should maybe tell you. That should maybe tell you who's the heaviest. Right, megafauna. This is on land. That's an on land version of the.
Giraffes are pretty big. They've got to be in there.
They're tall, aren't they? It's just because they've got like 6 foot long necks.
Tastes like chicken. Yeah, everything tastes like chicken.
Right, megafauna.
Well, apparently.
We've got an elephant. The Earth's largest extant land mammal. So it's the largest. Does that mean it's the heaviest?
Largest known. We need to put that.
The largest known.
Yeah, we need to put that in there. Whales and mammals.
Largest terrestrial mammals compared to. Oh, there's a dinosaur in there, so it's like it's not recent.
Well,
there you go. Yeah.
If it's a simulation or alternative reality, or
what's that? What's that goldy yellow thing?
I think it's called something like octopi.
It's called a paracetamol. No, right. Paraceratiliphilium transluticoridium.
No, but there's something alive today that looks very much like that, and I can't remember what it's called.
What, bigger than an elephant?
No, it's smaller than that, but that looks similar. Yeah.
That's the whale, isn't it? That's the blue whale's the biggest. Then you've got the fin whale.
Look at the brown one looks very miserable just because he's brown. Okay. What is the oh?
That's the bowhead whale. The blue whale's the biggest. Look at the little man.
Yeah, look at him
That's how-
take the pictures.
That's how big a man is in comparison to. Yeah.
Wow. See, I would see most of the like whales. Are
I would
pretty
have a
high.
heart attack if I come across most of these things.
I would. You imagine being like stranded at sea, and you just bobbing there. You know your boat is crashed or whatever it
I'm
do,
just going to type in heaviest.
and you're just floating in the middle of the sea, and you don't know what's below you. How scary is that? You imagine that.
Heaviest animal. Oh, she said loudest. I've looked it up now, so we're going to find out anyway. Then I'll do loudest. Heaviest is the blue whale.
Yeah.
And then you've got another whale and another whale. That's all the whales. Whale. Why are they all whales?
Not me, because I would go in the ocean.
Oh, that's the heaviest living animals.
Maybe no one will.
The
go in
heaviest
ocean after.
terrestrial animal, which is not in the sea, is the African bush elephant.
Yeah, that was kind of predictable, wasn't it?
Yeah. And you want to know what the loudest animal is? If there's a picture of me, I'm logging off. Right. 11 of the loudest animals on. This is a site called Tree Hugger. The blue whale.
Blue whale again. Now, didn't they put that down to?
And it's a sperm whale second.
Didn't they put that? You know them strange noises.
He's the third loudest. And he's
Lisa.
tiny. What?
Them strange noises
Oh, in deep ocean.
that we're hearing all around the place. We heard it, didn't we? It sounded like massive dinosaurs screeching.
Yeah.
Apparently, that was put down to either them, whales screaming, or that was ice caps, weren't it? Which was strange.
Right.
I don't know.
Talking about weird animals. This is weird in itself, but there was something. What's it? Maybe 2021. It was during all the crazy in the world. There was something in the news about this animal. Now I don't know how you say it. I'm going to just. I think it's a echidna. 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 Have you all seen one of these?
No.
It's not like it's weird. It's weird anyway. But the thing I've seen during the weirdness in the world in 2021. Oh my god! And I don't think I showed Jamie, so I might get a surprise at Jamie's face. So let me just put this up, and we'll show you just in case you don't know what it is. I've got a site here called 17 Extraordinary Facts About an Echidna, and that's probably not how you say it. But echidna.
Right, I can't see much of it.
Well, I'm going to show you.
It looks like a hedgehog from here.
That's it.
Oh,
it's kind of cute. It's kind of cute, and it lays eggs, which is weird for a mammal. There's only 2 mammals that lay it, and one of them, I believe that one's a platypus, a duck-billed platypus. It lays eggs. Anyway, so that's not why I'm talking about it. Although it's kind of weird.
It's kind of like a hedgehog.
It's like a massive hedgehog. Yeah.
What are hedgehogs called hedgehogs anyway?
I don't know. You can look that up. You look that up while I tell you this. But I want to see your face when I show you the next bit. Right, let me just find this article. Now, there's a weird fact about this particular animal, and its penis. Yes, I went there. Let me just see if I can find it. It's got something a bit strange about its penis. And
right.
Here we go. I found it.
I found the answer. That's because they're seen near hedges and they forest like pigs, like they snuffle things with their nose.
I might give you a little bit away by the title of this article. Scientists unravel the mystery of the echidna's bizarre 4-headed penis.
What?
I'm hoping there's a picture.
I hope they're in.
Right, there he is.
Oh, look at him.
There it is.
What? That looks like a hand.
That's its penis.
A saw hand.
So it's a close-up of a distinctive 4-headed penis emerging from the cloaca of a short-beaked echidna.
Yeah. Wow.
Look at it!
That looks really weird.
Yeah, that's
the weirdest wang.
Yeah, that's got the weirdest wang in the world, but that's just like, what?
Yeah.
What? Really? Really? And let's put that away now.
Yeah, let's put it away.
Get rid of that shit.
Yeah, that is going down the rabbit hole. Probably a rabbit hole you don't want to be going down.
I don't even know how it gets in the hole.
What? Right, okay. Too much information, probably.
Yeah, shall we move on?
I think so. Very quickly, please. I've got the image stuck in my head now, and what you said.
Right, Jamie showed me this.
No,
I didn't know it was a thing.
I only knew it was a thing a couple of years ago, and I know American people are going to know exactly. They're probably common, but I was like, "What the hell is this?" Yeah. And what I found very interesting is the I don't know what you call it, the pattern on top of it.
The flower.
Yeah, the flower.
It's got like 1,000,000 feet.
Yeah.
It's got 1,000,000 feet, and it's got a flower on its head. Do you know what we're talking about?
And it's seen at the seaside.
Hmm.
Usually, I think.
They're purple and hairy. Sounds like I'm just making something up, doesn't it? It's
So
got
like
a million legs, it's purple and it's hairy, and it's got a flower on its head. But I'm not making it up. We are talking about a sand dollar.
Sand dollar. No, I take it Americans know because that's why it's called a sand dollar.
I don't think it is American. I think it's African.
Is it?
I might be wrong.
Might be wrong. Probably wrong. But yeah, what I found weird because I was like, I've never heard of one of these, never seen one of these.
It looks like a shell.
It does, but
actually, it's got loads, hundreds, and millions of thousands. I don't know how many legs it's got, but like little tiny. It's like little hairs underneath it, and its legs. Is there a picture?
Apparently, they're spines.
Is it?
But I suppose it's closely.
That's the pattern on its head.
Yeah, it looks like a marijuana plant.
That's doesn't it look like a marijuana
Danielle
plant.
said probably best I can't see what's on the screen. Yeah,
Danielle, for those of you that can't see the screen, we just looked at a penis that was like 4. A quad penis. Right. Yeah. Their holes serve a purpose, and it's not got nothing to do with an echidna.
So, are they closely related to a starfish?
I've got a picture.
That's what I think they look like most.
What's it? Sand dollar legs.
Sand dollar legs. I'm sure it's probably common.
Yeah, there they are. Look, it's like these are all legs.
Little tiny legs.
All these like
they all move.
They all move, and it just
really weird.
Floats across the sand, or it can actually dig in underneath the sand. It's weird.
Yeah, and the top.
And I didn't know this existed, and it's weird.
Yeah, people collect the shell of them. If that's called a shell, the skeleton or whatever.
Oh, them bits.
That. Yeah.
Yeah, that's just the bone that's left.
That's strange, isn't it?
They're weird.
Yeah. It does look like a little flower on the back. Is it
and that's actually on their skeleton thing.
What do they call that flower, the repeating pattern thing?
I have no idea.
I can't remember what it's called now.
But they are strange. They've got a video of it actually moving about.
There should be, I should imagine. So.
What's this? Weird sand dollar has hundreds of legs. Just watch here, whatever. That's like a rock, isn't it?
It does.
Look at them all moving. That's creepy. That's weird. I don't like it. I don't like it.
That is weird.
I don't like it. It's weird.
But
and apparently it excretes some sort of dye and it can dye your hand yellow. And
really?
Is that poisonous? Is it weird? It's weird.
That'd probably just give you a rash. But then would you really? Oh, I wouldn't like that on my skin, to be honest.
That's weird.
And
I didn't know it was a thing.
But I think they're quite thinking about it. They're quite similar to a starfish. Now we were actually used to starfish.
Well, it's got like the starfish pattern on it.
But when you think about it, starfish are fucking weird, aren't they?
They are weird.
It could be pee.
Oh my god, it's peeing on us, Kelly. Yeah, that's what the yellow is on your hand.
Maybe they're not little feet. Perhaps they're all little penises. We can see where this is going. Yeah. Oh, I've just seen the next one. A penis head mole. It's not called the penis head mole, is it?
I just want me to create an account, so I'm going to have to find it somewhere else.
Right.
I'm not creating an account on National Geographic to look at it.
No.
Star-nosed mole.
Yeah, penis nosed mole, maybe.
They're weird. Have you seen one of them? They're weird. And it does look like an alien.
Has it actually got a face, or is it just like all
just like got a thing?
Is it just the mess?
They're weird. Look at it.
Yeah.
Is there another picture? No, it's a map.
Oh, look.
Oh. Yeah. Is that a better picture? Because that was a bit crap. How did I get out there? Star-nosed mole. I don't think it's got any eyes.
Well, moles are usually sort of quite blind, aren't they?
Look at it. Look at it.
It looks like somebody's got a regular mole and put a shotgun to it or something.
Yeah, that's weird.
It's
So
weird.
there are some weird creatures on this planet. And we expect, like, to go to outer space and find something that looks humanoid. Anything could have evolved.
So could that be evolution, or mind you, they're coexisting, aren't they?
Are you seeing the fish with the human teeth?
I have before, yeah.
Have you? Oh.
Yeah.
Have you lot seen it? I'm going to assume
They're really
no.
freaky.
I'm going to assume that. It looks like it's got dentures in it. It's amazing. And it's called a pacu.
Pacu.
Um,
Pacu of teeth. I don't know.
here
I
we
wonder
go.
if they go to the
Pacu,
dentist.
the fish with the very human teeth. It's got like it's got dentures in
That
it.
is.
That's weird, isn't it?
See, that to me.
It's weird.
Well, it is weird, but also,
Can you imagine that biting you?
yeah.
It's just weird.
Would you get into a pool full of them? No.
Is it like
Are they actual teeth, or are they like?
the
Is
teeth?
it like?
They're clearly teeth. Is
Right.
that more dangerous than a piranha?
I don't know. No, because piranhas are.
Is it related to a piranha?
I have no idea, sir.
I'm reading.
But I mean, that is weird. That do make you wonder. Like when people say,
That's
I'm
just
not
bizarre. Though.
I'm not a strong believer in evolution at all. I think most of that is a bit crap. But that do seem maybe there's a kind of possibility there when you look at that, when you think, but then why is it still a fish? I don't know. I mean, wow, that is quite scary. It looks a bit like you've seen them little cartoons that's been on the internet where they put teeth in dogs and things like that. It kind of looks like that. It looks like a joke,
What are
doesn't
them things called? It looks like it's got a suit of armour on.
it? A knight.
No.
Oh, a creature, an armadillo. Is that an armadillo?
That's an anteater. Scaly anteater.
Armadillo.
That's got another name. It's not an armadillo.
Armadillo.
It's not an armadillo.
Soft on the
It's
inside,
not-
crunchy on the
just,
outside.
Just because you keep saying armadillo, don't mean
You
it's
look
going
up
to be an
armadillo. I'll come
You
up
look
with
up
some-
armadillo. I'm fed up hearing about it. I'm going to look up a scaly anteater. It's a pangolin.
It's the same.
It's not the same.
There's an armadillo. Armadillos are little armored ones in Spanish.
That's not what I'm talking about, though.
Well,
You're not even sharing your screen with people.
No, I know. I don't know what I'm doing with that. So
Pangolin.
similar.
What's the best picture to share?
Oh, he's quite cute though.
He is kind of cute, but he's like armoured. I'll just share the whole thing and we can pick.
Do you reckon somebody could have mistook that in the past for a dragon, like a baby dragon?
And was it breathing fire? I mean,
Yeah,
it's got kind of a cute little head, but it's like got a suit of armour on.
Yeah.
I mean, look, he's kind of cute, isn't he? I mean, you got to admit, look at his face. He's kind of cute,
Yeah.
but he's armoured.
He looked like something out of a little fantasy.
Yeah.
Fantasy movie.
Looks like somebody's made up.
Labyrinth or something. Does it look like he's got an
He
ear?
has got a little.
It's
tiny
got almost
ear.
like
He's got
a
an
human
ear.
ear.
He's got a human ear. So we've got the human teeth on the fish.
See, oh my god, look at him. He looks like a total combination of lots of things. He's got a kind of sheepish head, isn't he? Yeah, he's got a human ear,
They're kind of cute.
dragon
though,
scale,
aren't
a mole. They are lovely little things.
They are cute,
They are cute. He looks a bit
but they're
tired.
weird.
He looks a bit tired. He needs to go to bed.
Yeah, let's put him to bed then.
Let's put him to bed. They're actually more interesting than the armadillo, I must admit. But
Glass frogs.
glass frogs.
Have you seen them? I don't think they're I don't think they're see-through on the back, but they're like abdomen areas see-through, and you can see all their internal organs. It's weird.
That'd be handy, wouldn't it? If you were
Yeah, if you had you need to go to the doctor, you wouldn't have to get an
Doctors.
X-ray, would you?
exactly. Yeah, you come in for an X-ray. It's okay. I got my own.
And there he is. You think he's just green on the back. But...
Oh, so he just looks.
Oh, there you go.
Oh yeah.
So they can like see if you can see like all these.
Why? That's what I want to know. Why?
Why? Yeah, why?
Why?
And it's so they don't have to get an X-ray when they go to the doctors, Jamie.
About the frog doctors.
The frog doctors.
It's bizarre.
Yeah.
There's got to be a reason.
It's kind of cool, though, isn't it?
That is. That is.
Is there anything else that's like you can see through into them? Is it just them?
I know there's some like obviously jellyfish and.
Yeah, but that doesn't count. Though,
No, it doesn't count. I don't think there's any more animals, is there? Mammals? Anyone? Anyone know of any
glass animals?
Glass animals. You could get taken.
I'm gonna get like an ornament shop or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got an ornament shop.
Yeah. Translucent.
Glass Animals are an English indie rock band formed in Oxford in 2010. Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder where they got their name from.
Right. Well, that's a band, so that's a waste of time.
Yeah.
So we won't even bother with that.
No.
Try to think of other weird animals. You got them. Stick insects, because that looks like the sea spider.
Stick insects.
I think that I've always thought stick insects are bloody weird.
They look alien, and well, apparently,
and you actually get quite big ones as well.
Yeah, there is aliens that look like them. Apparently, if that's what you.
Yeah, they're weird, and they can regenerate as well. Yeah, like you can break their arm off. Not that I have.
Break their arm off,
and it'll regrow an arm.
That's bizarre. See, that's what I really.
And they can reproduce without. I'm reading up a page now. They can reproduce without males. So
see, that's what really blows my mind. These animals what blend into the environment. That's like, yeah, they have to do that to survive. Blah blah blah. But it's like, how do they do it? Like that. What's it called? The thingy what changes all into chameleon. Changes it into all different colours and things like that.
Has that something to do with like bioluminescence or something?
Yeah, but how does that work?
I don't know.
How do they decide that they need
and
it?
why can't we do it?
Why don't we do it?
Why can't? Because like we're supposed to be like quite evolved. Why can't we change?
Because
colour?
we may not need to. But then I don't know. I could find.
I wouldn't mind blending into the wall so that nobody can see
Yeah.
it in there, so I don't have to talk to people because I'm antisocial.
I'm sure. Yeah, I don't get it. That's strange.
Right, there's a crocodile.
Yeah.
It's got a really thin jaw.
Right.
And it's kind of like dinosaur-y.
It's
It's like a really long, thin, snappy jaw with like little sharp teeth.
What about the worms that live in solid ice? Look that up.
I will look that up.
Yeah.
Jamie, make a note.
I've made a mental note.
You've made a mental note.
Yeah.
I just want to show you this crocodile if I can find it. There it is.
Wow. Well,
that's kind of weird.
That's really prehistoric, isn't it?
It does look prehistoric. It's called a grail, by the way.
Grail, the Holy Grail.
It's a holy grail. Can you see that?
Yeah.
That's not very.
No.
There we go. Look.
Look at him.
He's got a really long, thin snout.
Now, when we talk about stories of dragons, that looks quite dragonish, doesn't it? You see that, and you don't know what it is.
And they've got night vision.
Have they?
Apparently, just what it says.
Little pair of night vision goggles in their pocket.
Yeah. What did he say then?
They quite look cartoony.
Worms that live in solid ice. I just searched for like crocodile with a long, teethy, thin mouth, and actually told me it was a grail. Right. What am I looking for? Worms, solid ice.
Worms that live in solid ice.
The ice worm, which lives in glaciers, a scientific paradox.
Ooh.
Is there a picture? I need pictures. There's no pictures. Right, that's no good to me.
Well, what do they eat? What do they just...
Every year, billions of black ice worms crawl from the ice on Mount Rainier. We have no idea why.
Look at him.
That's weird. Can you imagine just millions of worms just crawling out a mountain all at the same time?
Yeah, well, the likelihood of me being somewhere where it's
Look
covered
at
in
that. That's
ice.
weird, isn't it?
That is weird.
Weird.
That is weird. I don't know if that's exactly what you were referring to, but
Yeah,
there you go. There's some black worms.
There's some
in
black
ice.
worms coming out of a mountain.
Yeah,
And there are millions, apparently.
that's strange.
Platypus!
Yeah, no, that's a weird
A
creature.
duck-billed platypus. I, when I was little, thought that was made up. And it sounds made up.
It looks kind of made
It
up,
looks
doesn't
kind of. It looks like somebody just like had leftover bits and just flung it all together.
Yeah.
But that's actually along with that thing.
That looks a bit like a
Along-
duck and a beaver. Isn't
Along
it?
with a echidna with a quad penis. That's the only other mammal that lays eggs. How do I know this shit?
I don't know. But that's something what can't decide if it was a beaver or a duck.
So it's an egg-laying
A
mammal.
diva.
According to this website, it's an egg-laying mammal found exclusively in eastern Australia, because I told you, Australia has all the weird shit.
Hmm.
They've even got animals with pockets. The platypus has an extremely unique combination of features. It has clawed hind feet, webbed forefeet, a tail that resembles
It's got everything.
a tail that resembles that of a beaver, and a bill like a duck, because it's just been made up.
Does it
So
quack?
if it was a simulation, somebody would just like having a piss about, wouldn't they?
Does it quack?
I don't know what it does. I've never seen one.
Ask him. I'm going to ask.
You ask your
I'm
Google.
going to
if
ask
it
the
quacks.
Google lady. Right.
The platypus and the echidna are the only two members of the branch of mammals that lay eggs. Yeah, I told you. See, I know weird shit. I retain this weird.
Now I'm going to find out.
Important things, ain't got a clue.
Unimportant things.
Unimportant things like the fact that
Right.
4-penised animals lay eggs. I know this stuff.
I'm going to find out if a platypus quack.
I do believe that the platypus
Answer there.
glow in the dark.
What? No, no.
I'm
Sorry, they do not glow in the dark. I've never heard of people.
I've heard of it.
You've heard of it, but have you ever heard people going, "Oh, I went out the other night and there's all these strange little glowing objects quacking away," or maybe not quacking away because I haven't found out that answer yet.
I do believe
the
it.
dark.
Look, let me just get a Google page up.
There's no way.
They do, I think they do.
Glow
You're
in the
making me
dark
doubt myself, Jamie.
ducks.
It's not a
Divas.
duck, it's a platypus. Right, I'm going to look this up.
I can't. Glow in the dark.
Right, platypus. It's a platypus. I'm sure a platypus is. Platypus
Oh,
glow in the dark. I do believe they glow in the dark.
why?
They do! Look, I've got pictures and everything coming up. So I was right. We knew platypuses were incredible. Now we know they glow too. Told you.
Right.
Told you.
I've got a second question.
What?
How did anyone
A
decide?
minute. What is saying up? The fur of the platypus glows under a black light.
Black light. So you need a black light. So why on earth are people putting platypuses under black lights?
I don't know, but they've done it and it glowed in the dark.
Why did someone just take it to a rave? They're like,
So they're black.
I know, people are tripping out at this rave. Let's take a platypus and really fuck with their mind, saying, "What the fuck is that?" And then it glowed. And they're like, "Bloody hell!"
Right, platypuses are biofluorescent, meaning their fur glows a bluish-green hue under ultraviolet UV light. This photograph is part of a
Lab
composite
disco.
image used in a study. Uses a yellow filter that reveals a more true colour of the fur's fluorescence. So that's what colour it is.
Why?
You get rid of this it's got a stupid advert. Let me find another picture. Basically, that's what they look like under a UV light. Told you. I told you. And you didn't believe me, did you?
Yeah, but
that is it.
you say glow in the dark.
Well, glows under a UV. I was just remembering that it glowed.
But I don't know. That's still why. That's weird.
But why would they evolve to luminesce under a UV light, a black light, like when?
Well, perhaps it's something.
Why?
What we don't understand. I mean, where do they mainly live? Are they like
How did they
in
know
the
that-
water?
How did they
mostly, or-
know that black lights existed?
I don't know.
So they don't actually glow in the dark, but they do. They do light up. So I was close.
These strange little creatures have got a hell of a lot more stranger.
Kelly
it's
says they were
kind
having a lab disco. So,
Yeah.
yeah, they were having a lab disco. That's exactly
They're
what
like-
happened.
It looks like that was created in a lab.
It doesn't. It's weird.
Oh, look. That's not so weird. He looks quite cute.
He does look quite cool. I just opened up a picture as I was closing it there, so I'm going to have to show you because Jamie's commenting on it because Jamie's looking at my screen and cheating at things I'm looking up. So he is kind of cute, but he's weird, isn't he?
Yeah.
This is kids. This is for kids.
That does look like...
See, they glow in the dark. That's saying they glow in the dark. So I was right. They glow in the dark.
Yeah. Well, that does look like a beaver and a duck. It's just...
It looks like somebody's
totally
glued a beak onto
It does.
a beaver's face.
Well, they've got a little... Yeah. Little disguise.
Weird.
It's weird.
Any animals you could think of?
Well, one of the ones what I I found out about a couple of years ago again, because I had this sort of like, I was just looking on YouTube like people do, and that's where I saw that sand dollar thing. And then I
still
found
can't believe
this.
that's real.
And I found this, and I was like, what the bloody hell is this? I've never seen it in my life. It never existed before. I'm sure this is alternative reality. And that was a blue dragon. If anyone's seen a blue dragon? Well, it's not actually a dragon. It resembles what we would refer to a dragon.
How big is it?
It's only small.
How small are we
But
talking?
I didn't know the size of it, and I thought, bloody hell, that looks...
How small are we talking? Like, with your hands or your finger? Oh, it's like...
About that.
That's not a dragon, is it?
Yeah. So, so if you look that up...
I am looking it up.
I've seen something in a game, video game at the moment. That's probably where they steal it from, to be honest. But I was like, I've never seen one of these in my life. And
Here we go.
I don't particularly want to.
There's a blue dragon. That's apparently...
Look at him.
Why they called it a dragon? It looks nothing like a dragon. I didn't think that looks like a dragon.
I think, again, there's...
what is it, though? Is it like an insect? Is it an insect?
That's a slug, apparently.
A sea slug.
A sea slug, yeah. And I think there's some kind of light reflection, weird light anomaly thing going on with them. And that might be to do with...
That's a misleading name, though, calling it a dragon.
Yeah,
it's not a dragon, is it?
It's not breathing fire.
It's not a dragon, it's too small.
But it does look dragon-like. It's quite scary.
They're weird, though.
They are poisonous, yeah, because apparently I think they feed on poisonous jellyfish and they can poison other people, I think.
Are you seeing the lip? Are you seeing the fish with the lipstick? We had the fish with the false teeth. Are you seeing the fish with the lipstick on?
Oh my god! Look, I've just got this thought. Imagine if they breeded with each other. So you've got
have
teeth,
lipstick and teeth. Have you seen
lipstick.
it though?
No.
Lipstick fish. It's not called a lipstick fish, but I'm going to look for that.
It's called a lipstick fish.
If it's called a lipstick fish, I'm going to laugh my ass off.
Yeah, no, that dragon thing is weird, and I'd never heard about it until about 2014, I think. And I was like, so they bite like
it's
a dragon.
It's nearly called a lipstick fish. So yeah, it's called a red-lipped batfish. And there it is.
Oh
everybody.
my god!
Can you imagine if they had the teeth as well?
Yeah. Oh, I still want them to breed them together and like. Is that so? Would it be possible? Would they breed? Would they be able to? Because that would be funny as hell.
Yeah, that's weird though, isn't it?
It looks like Rocky Horror Picture
I'm not too keen on his shade of lipstick. It's a bit
sore red looking. But
yeah, he's also got that bright red up his nostrils as well for some reason.
Yeah,
which is probably the colour my nostrils are because of the air conditioning. But
look at that though. I mean, can you imagine that needs them teeth?
He's got a lipstick on and he's got a tash.
Yeah, I wonder why. Why he's got lipstick on? Why again?
Maybe
why?
Maybe it attracts mates or something.
Yeah. Well,
each
to
their own.
Works for humans apparently. So, well, that was. I'm getting really weirded out by fish now because there's some really weird fish going on that I didn't know. I can't get worse than that though, honestly.
It can. Oh, it can. Brace yourself.
No.
Brace yourself.
Is this another fish?
Just wait.
I don't want to go near water. We've got to drink that stuff with them weird things.
It's not a fish. It's a snake.
Oh, that can't be that bad.
It's called the penis snake.
That can be that bad. Has it got a single penis or four penises?
It's not got four penises, but
right.
Shall I show you?
Who named it this?
Well, you'll find out that no matter who found it, it was destined to be called the penis snake.
Right. Okay.
Right. It's actually called Atrioconda.
Right.
The penis snake.
The penis snake.
And there's a reason why the person that called it that, it just didn't think it was a bit of a dick or anything. It wasn't acting like a dick. That's not why it's called the penis snake. It's called the penis snake because that's it.
Oh my god. Okay. Where did you get this from? That top picture, that's like, oh my god.
Yeah, that is. It comes and it's in rivers in South America, and it lives for 10 years, and it can grow to 32 inches. So it's not a little penis snake. It's,
oh, do it eat Viagra? No.
Uh-huh. So that's
go down hell.
That's why it got that name.
You can see why, can't you?
Did that weird enough for you? Or,
That is quite weird. That is quite gross, and yeah. Can you imagine that slithering up your
you
bed?
seen the little kangaroo mouses?
I think I have, but again, I might be thinking that
That's not what they're called.
From a cartoon.
It should be. They should be called kangaroo mouses.
I kind of think that again. I've seen them in sort of like prehistoric sort of documentaries, and
they look like something out of a cartoon.
Do they? Go on, let's say a kangaroo mouse or whatever it is.
All right, it's called a jerboa, but it should be called a kangaroo mouse.
So it's like a gerbil.
No, it's like it starts with a J. So it's not like gerbil. It's like jer. J-E-R.
Right. Go on, let's say a jerboa.
Jerboa. Look. It's a kangaroo mouse.
It is kind of cute, though.
It is kind of cute.
Do you reckon he jumps very high?
It's got like massive ears, like for the size of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of cute, and it comes from Northern Africa, Arabia, and Asia.
Mm.
And they're really cute. Look!
Yeah, it is
kangaroo mouse. Can I have one, Jamie?
No, no. Anyway.
They have big ears and see, I told you, big ears and excellent hearing. So yeah, they are cute. Cute. Kangaroo mouse.
They are quite strange.
They've not got pockets though.
They're not the strangest.
They've not got pockets.
They're not got pockets. Oh, well, that's no good then, is it?
Strange. I can give you strange, but we have to go back to the sea. There's weird shit in the sea. There is
weird shit in the sea. I think there's the weirdest shit.
There's a thing called a quill. It's not like it might not be called. It looks like a quill, and actually looks more like a plant than an animal.
Well, there is quite a few things in the sea that looks plant-like, isn't there? I mean, like
it's called a sea pen. It's called a sea pen.
Isn't they?
Sea pen.
Sea pen. Is it blue or red?
No,
or
it looks
black?
like. Wait a minute, I've got loads of.
Does it squirt ink at you?
I don't squirt ink at you. Shut up! I'm just trying to. Shut up, Jamie. Look, it's actually an animal.
Right.
That's it.
Okay, that is.
And when you touch it, it glows. It's got bioluminescence.
See that they all glow.
Like when it touches up against something, it starts glowing, and it looks. It
point.
doesn't look like it's actually an animal, and it doesn't look like an animal. It's weird, isn't it?
That is weird.
It's kind of cool.
It doesn't look like a pen. Well,
but a quill, isn't it?
Quill,
it's like feather quill. Look, you've got all different sorts
sea
of
feather.
Yeah, they're kind of cool, but they're strange, aren't they?
That is kind of strange.
It. That's an animal.
It is. It's in the water right now. Bizarre.
Now, if I told you that there was a thing in the ocean that was massive, maybe bigger than a colossal squid.
Bigger than a penis snake?
Yeah, bigger than a penis snake, bigger than a colossal or a giant squid.
Right.
And it was like a big hollowed out worm, right? Would you believe me?
Well, I wouldn't have done, but I'm starting to think that that's quite possible.
Like, what if I told you that it wasn't actually one creature, it was millions of creatures living in a colony that are all clones of each other?
That sounds like some kind of science fiction.
You think I just made it up?
That sounds like science fiction, doesn't it?
This thing exists.
Does it? Go on then, let's have a look at this.
I don't know what it's called.
Oh.
I need to find it. I need to search for it, but I've seen it on like probably National Geographic or something. It's like clones. They're clones.
Is it like all the fish? Like when you see fish,
they're really, really tiny microorganisms, and there's millions of them, and they all join together.
But is it like the fish? They all stay together and form this big, massive shape, so they don't get attacked from predators. Is that the kind of idea? Do you know? You don't know, do you?
I don't know what. I just know that I remember seeing it. Wait a minute. Right, I think this is it. Giant. Maybe it's not. Yeah. Right. I want to show you a video so you can actually see. So I need to find a video.
Oh, I've just seen what she's looking at. That is kind of strange.
Right.
Yeah, fuck that.
Giant pyrosome. Right. unusual and glowing colonies in the ocean.
Right.
Right, and I'll just put that big. You can see.
God, that's big. Look at him. That's not him, that's them.
Look, that's a whole colony in millions of animals.
Right. That's kind of strange. Look at that.
Why am I listening to a robot man?
I don't
Anyway.
know, but
I've watched a program on this, right? You've got millions of these. They're clones. I don't know how they're clones, but they're all clones of each other. These little microorganisms, and you cannot kill one. You'd have to kill every single one of the clones in a colony in order to die. So basically, it could be completely indestructible.
that's
It
strange.
could live forever.
No.
Because you've got to kill every single one. If one of them survives, they all survive. You
See
can't-
that? I've seen something. I've seen UFO programs where there's been something like that flying in our sky, been filmed. That's colourful, like a tube
we
like
watch-
that floating about. Perhaps that's what it is. Perhaps that's a load of them
Can
up
we
in the
watch this
sky.
one?
You never know. do you?
This one is. There you go, this one. Look, it's like a hollow tube,
What about if you poke it? Don't split it up.
8 metre long.
Ask them to poke it.
Would you poke it if you were down
No.
there?
Well, no.
It's called a pyrosome, and it's a
That's not the
free-flowing,
most scariest thing.
colony of individual organisms called zooids.
That's weird, though.
Apparently, they're getting more. I don't know, to do with climate change or whatever. There's getting to be more and more of them. They're getting bigger and bigger. The colonies.
You would think that everyone big, massive, giant worm, wouldn't you?
look at it though.
You think that was like a giant sea
That is
worm.
weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
It looks like some discarded rubbish in the ocean, doesn't it?
That is strange.
And they're getting bigger.
Or a giant octopus.
So they swim up to the surface to feed, and they also they bioluminesce in the ocean, and you can see them at night time. They glow under the water.
And like I just said, that reminds me of something what I've seen a few like videos where they've shown you UFOs in the sky, and they're like these big massive tubes flashing all different colours and moving about, and that just reminds me of that. I
Right.
really do.
That's, yeah, but
I
apparently
never knew about them.
they're getting more and more common. They're seeing more and more of them, and they're moving to different areas, and they're actually stopping people from fishing because they're that massive that they're destroying fishing nets, especially off the coast of America, apparently, according to this thing that I watched, probably on National Geographic. And they've had to stop fishing in that area because there's so many of these and they're so big that it's like destroying the fishing nets.
What about that thing? The thing what actually it looks. It's a cross between a scorpion and a spider.
While I was looking that up, I did find something else. I'll show you in a minute.
Vinegar rune.
Oh!
It's a really strange name.
Is that the thing that peas?
I know you not gonna what I say. Yeah.
I'm not.
I've never heard of one of these before.
I'm
but
not
I was
searching
like,
for it because it's a spider, so you can deal with that. I'm not playing.
Right.
Vinegar rune.
A vinegar rune. Why it's called a vinegar rune? Because I think it smells like vinegar or squirts vinegar rune.
Smells like chips.
Vinegar. Oh.
Is it vinegar rune? Is that its actual name?
I
or
think
is
it's called a vinegar rune.
What is it? Is that a spider?
It's a cross between a scorpion and a spider.
Oh no!
I'm not getting that sign up.
Do I want to see?
We're not allowed to show other people's videos, are we?
Do I want to see?
I don't know.
I don't think I do want to see. Do you want to see?
Right, hang on.
I'm scared. Now, if there's a massive, oh my god. Can you imagine if there's a massive spider creature in the deep ocean because it's got like the undersea gigantism?
I'll do what I just do.
Oh my god, what's it called?
Good
I'll do it. He's not very good at the internet. What's it
Well,
called?
in that, this my computer.
Vinegar?
Cracks
Vinegar,
screwing up.
like vinegar, salt and
vinegar, like salt and vinegar.
Ooh.
So camel spiders are out. Camel spider. Has it got a hump on it? No, I've never heard of them until
Do
recently.
you want to watch a
again.
video?
Yeah, I want to see what I want to see what I want to show everyone basically because I was like, yeah, Danielle, there's such strange things going on. There's penises flying everywhere and scorpions that look like spiders and moles that look like.
Right, I've got a video. I don't know what it is, but do
I
have to?
Yeah.
I've got arachnophobia, and you know.
Sorry, Lisa. I know, but it's not.
I've avoided these.
That's not quite anything. So you'll be all right.
Let me just.
I've never heard of one of these until.
Let me just.
I was looking.
They walk on 6 legs.
Okay.
So you use 6 legs to walk. And if
I don't want to hear what he's saying. Is what.
But he's actually got 8 legs.
Oh. Is that arms? Has he got 2 arms and 6 legs?
Yeah, but they don't. Apparently, they got like scorpion claws, but they don't.
Are they venomous?
They
got a stingy tail?
No, instead of a scorpion tail, they got like this little.
I hate it.
I don't know what you call it, little tassel thing.
I hate it.
That squirts vinegar at you.
I hate it.
No, actually, they make good pets. Apparently.
I don't want one. Can I have a little kangaroo mouse, please? I don't want that.
But if you look at it,
I don't want to look. I don't know.
I've never heard of one before.
I don't want to hear one again.
So it's a cross between a scorpion and a spider, and that's really
I don't want to
weird.
hear one again. Right, while I was looking up that colony of clowns,
cricket butt. It's got a butt like a cricket.
have you seen the sea lamprey? You've seen them. They're weird, didn't they?
I saw a program about that.
With the teeth.
That was the first time I've seen that. Now, in retrospect, they're kind of like leeches, but
they're weird though, aren't they?
They are, and they're quite. Yeah, I never knew they existed until it was quite a while now. But yeah,
this has ended up being like Animal Planet.
Yeah, Animal Planet. We're going down.
We're going for
like alternative
realities to Animal Planet.
Yeah, but that's all. Like I say, it could all be playing a part. That could explain some of this crap.
Where is it? I don't want to see.
They're going to talk all the way through it, isn't they?
I want to see the thing. That's not the thing.
Your concern in tax dollars that keep our Great Lakes protected.
Where's the thing? There it is. There we go. That's the same thing. I want to see the. I want to see the thing with the teeth. This is what happens when you just don't plan ahead and you just do it live. There's somebody with a glove. Is he going to make it do things?
Sea lamprey originally came from the oceans, and
let me show me its teeth.
Hello, Jesse. We're looking at penis snakes.
Look at that!
Hunting for fish out in the
That's
Great
weird,
Lakes.
isn't it?
They swim out to the Great Lakes.
What looks like a penis with
attached
teeth.
To any fish, they're
penis with
non-discriminatory.
teeth.
Yeah.
And over the course,
I just tell them.
Why is everybody talking? I just want to see. I just want to see its teeth.
Vampire.
That's a lamprey.
Look, it's eating a fish.
I don't want to see it eating a fish. I just want to see its little teeth.
What did I? Yeah, exactly. You've missed some of the weird shit.
Yeah, Jesse, you need to rewind and look at the echidna's penis. That's all I'm going to say.
Rewind it. It's like a videotape.
Yeah, it's a videotape. You need to rewind it before you take it back to Blockbusters. Can I just see this thing's teeth moving, please?
Parasite in the shadows. Shallows.
It's just all people talking. I don't want people. If somebody talks on this video.
This is the sea lamprey.
Uh-huh.
They are blood-sucking fish and look like something out of a horror movie. Lampreys are native to the Atlantic coast of North America. To feed, the sea lamprey suctions themselves onto their victims with their sharp horn-like teeth that encircle their jawless mouths.
That's weird.
Once attached, they use their pointed tongues to bore through the fish's scales and start sucking the blood and other bodily fluids from their prey.
That's terrifying.
Studies found that these bloodsuckers can kill up to
terrifying.
18 or more kilograms of fish during their adult life. Sea lampreys feed on all types of fish and have a 40 to 60% kill rate. They are highly invasive and have had a massive negative impact, causing fish population declines.
It's like a giant leaf.
In case you're wondering, sea lampreys can accidentally latch onto humans while swimming.
It's not an accident.
A bite won't be fatal to us, but it can be painful.
I've accidentally latched onto a human. No, they're just wanting your blood.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's weird.
That is weird. Yeah.
I don't like them.
Yeah. I don't want to go in the water ever again.
Yeah, let's get out of the water. Find something weird on the land. Anything else that you can think of? One more, Jamie.
Yeah.
Pick anything you want.
Oh,
Pick something cute. No, you're gonna
Something
pick
cute.
You're going to pick something weird, aren't you?
is there? Mind you, normally weird.
If it's
things are
cute, it's not weird, is it? It's like
No, I mean there's a cute moth. I think there's a moth that looks pink and yellow. I mean, I don't know what that's called.
I don't know what that
That's
is.
quite interesting. I don't know. I can't think of.
Right, this is not cute at all. But have you seen the naked rat thing? Dog's having a drink.
Excuse the dog again.
Excuse my dog.
He keeps saving water. See,
Yeah, it's like he waits
I keep
till he doesn't drink for ages. He waits till we go live to have a drink.
see. I was planning it where I was giving him a drink. And he was drinking it all because he normally drinks all his drink.
Right, the naked mole rat. Have you seen one of them?
I don't know. Is it explicit?
It's not explicit. It's like just because it says naked, Jamie.
Naked. Go on then. Let's say a naked rat.
There you go.
Oh. That's really weird. Oh, that's terrible. Yeah, that's really ugly. It's
Has it
not
got teeth
cute.
coming out of its nostrils? There. Is that the only picture? Look at it.
Mm-hmm. Look at those big teeth.
Right, let's find like the naked mole rat can live in zero oxygen atmosphere.
See?
See?
Why?
Aliens!
How?
Aliens! Right.
That's what really gets me.
The two lower front incisors of a naked mole rat can be moved independently and voluntarily of each other.
Really?
That's weird.
It's weird.
25% of naked mole rat's muscle mass is in its jaw.
No.
The naked mole rat feels no pain. How do they know? Did they ask it? Did they like stick a needle in it and say, "Did you feel that?" And I went, "Yeah." How do they know? It's got no neurotransmitters in its skin, means it can feel no pain.
Oh, right. So, what about the hummingbird?
Why have we not
moth?
got that then? Right. They've got cancer resistance.
Again, why?
Why? Why have we not
Do
got
they
these
smoke?
things?
Yeah,
They're unable to thermoregulate their temperature. Right.
can they?
They spend all their life underground. Well, can you blame them? Did you see it?
Yeah.
Adapted to its living conditions. Is the longest living rodent by some distance. They can live for 32 years. That's
Can
because they
they?
don't get cancer and they don't feel any pain.
No. That's strange.
They are one of only two mammal species that are used. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Jamie's going to have to go and do the dog. Do we just talk about the naked rat when he goes and does the dog?
You talk about the naked rat.
Yeah. So meaning individuals living in a social hierarchy with specific roles. And so they've got a hierarchy. They're weird though, aren't they? The tunnels they construct can travel as far as 3 to 5 kilometres, 3 miles. The queen and her mates form long-lasting relationships. A mole rat colony can occupy the area of 20 football fields in size. An American wrote this because Americans measure things in football fields. When they see a UFO, it's like, how big was it? It was the size of a football field. What sort of measuring system is that? I just everything they always say it was like the size of a football field. Really? That doesn't help me because you've got different football in America. Like football is what you call soccer. Your football, you don't even use your feet. So how big is your field? I have no idea. It could be tiny. I don't know. Anyway, I've just completely strayed off on a different topic. The naked mole rat reproductive cycle is short. Gestations can last roughly 70 days, and a litter can number 3 to 12 pups. Huh. That's all right. Just 70 days, not a couple of months. Although you wouldn't want 12 of them. Like, they're not very pretty, though, are they? I mean, look at it. All right, that's enough about them now. I'm all on my own now. Look, I'll go on the bigger screen. So, I'm all on my own. He's gone to take the dog out because he's a twat. Sea unicorn. What are they called? What are they called? Anybody in the chat? The whale with the narwhal. It's a narwhal, isn't it? And what is that tusk for? Anybody know? Oh, Jessie said a Norwalk. Is it a Norwalk? It's got like, yeah. What is it? Is it like a defensive thing? Is it? What is it? Let's find out. Is it like a big sword on its head? So they can like have a sword fight? No. Right, the age-old question. Why do narwhals have a unicorn horn? Why do they? Never fear, some scientists in Arizona might have found the answer. According to some brand new research, when it comes to narwhal tusks, size matters. It's not something sexual, is it? Please no, please no. Oh, that's a sword! For dueling. I was right. See, I didn't need a science degree. I didn't need to do research. It's a massive head sword. So they are like, yeah. They're weird though, aren't they? Massive head sword. Yeah, you have got it this time, Jesse. That, like, yeah. You put Narwhal, but it's an Narwhal, and it's got a massive head sword.
What? Head sword?
Jamie's back, and he's like, "What the hell are you
I'm
talking?"
half
We're
back.
talking about sea unicorns.
What?
Narwhals with a massive head sword.
No. Isn't there a song about that? No.
Is there?
Yeah.
Never heard it. Are you
No.
going to sing to me?
No.
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 Yeah. What's he on about? The parrot as big as a fingernail. What?
What?
What? A tiny parrot? You talking about a tiny parrot? I need to look this up. Let me get a new window open. I've now got a dog trying to get under my chair.
Yeah.
Welcome to live
Come here.
television. We're on a different side. Why are we on a different side? I don't like being over that side. Thank you. There we go. Right. A parrot as big as a
fingernail.
tiny parrot.
Tiny parrot.
I don't know. Tiny parrot.
Is that?
A list of 5 types of small parrots. Right. Well, I know them. Love a budgie. A budgie's not a parrot.
No, that's
A
not.
budgie's not a parrot.
Oh, well,
This is
I
like
don't
false
know, but
false news. This website.
fake news.
What are the smallest parrots? You got parrotlets, 5 inches. That's the smallest. That's not a fingernail, is it? 5 inch. Have you got 5-inch long fingernails? You need to be cutting your fingernails.
No, is it possible that that's something else, but they call it a parrot? I don't know.
I'm going to type in fingernail parrot then.
Fingernail parrot.
Yeah, I'm just getting people that's done like nail designs now. How to maintain your parrot's nails? No, I don't want to. I don't want to give it a manicure. I don't know what he's on about. What's your dad on about?
I don't know. We'll probably need
We'll
a
have
bit
to
more
talk
time
to
for
him.
that.
Parrot moth.
Parrot moth.
Is it a parrot moth? Right, let me see. Is that a thing?
I don't know. It's the first I've heard of it.
Hummingbird hawk moth. Is that what he's talking about?
Well, he said no. He said about the hummingbird moth earlier. They're quite cute. Oh, hummingbird moth.
Jesse just said the fingernail parrot might have been fake. I don't know.
I don't.
You've confused me. You've stumped me now. I'm going to have to talk to Jamie's dad and find out for the next time what he's on
Yeah.
about because I don't know. Right, before we leg cramp, Jamie talk.
Right. Well, I don't know what she was going to say, but they found it in the jungle of a crater. In the
jungle of what?
The crater of a jungle, maybe. I don't know.
I'll find out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to interrogate him. I'll interrogate him on the phone later, or not later, but it's
later,
like
no.
11:20, and Jamie's mother will kill me if I phone up when I'm finished. But yeah, I'll find out, and we'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
So
but there are some weird, strange things going
what
on.
we've discovered is that we're living in a computer game, and somebody's just making up all sorts of weird shit.
And my best advice I can give anyone: do not go in the water.
Yeah, do
That
not
sounds like
stay out of the water
That
because
sounds like a movie
especially the
quote,
deep water because oh my god,
yeah.
have you seen some of the shit in there?
Well,
And-
literally enough.
I mean, how many species? I'm going to look this up. How many species do they reckon that they've not discovered?
Well, quite.
And that's
a
why
few.
it annoys me, because there's like they keep finding these new species all the time. Every year they're finding new
Yeah.
species. And if
Yeah.
somebody says, "Oh, I've seen this like chupacabra, for example, or Bigfoot. I've seen this weird animal," they're like, "Nah,
Nah,
conspiracy theory.
we never
that's
seen
fake.
them, so they don't exist.
I've never seen one, so it doesn't exist."
Not
well-
seen the bones, not seen the poo.
I'm sorry, but like they only just discovered a giant squid as a thing.
Yeah.
Not that long ago.
And some of them things.
And some of these things are looked at. They're quite new discoveries.
Yeah.
Now somebody says, "Oh my god, I seen this thing in the ocean," and it was like clowns. There was like clowns, millions of clowns chasing me, and it was like a big tube. You'd be like,
Yeah.
"Fucking tinfoil hat."
I think
crazy, crazy, but they're everywhere now. They're
you've
getting
been
more and
taking
more
drugs
popular.
with a platypus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you imagine describing a platypus to somebody if platypuses never existed? They would think that you'd made it up, wouldn't they? Right,
Yeah.
well, it's got a
Definitely.
duck's mouth. It looks a bit like a mole.
A beaver.
It glows in the dark and it lays eggs, but it's a mammal.
Yeah,
You'd be like,
Jesse might have missed that. Apparently, platypuses glow in the dark.
yeah, because they put them in a disco.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you learn something new every day. Probably.
So I
pointless
don't
stuff
think that
that's never gonna help you.
anybody can say that like Bigfoot or Chupacabra or the Jersey Devil doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Something might exist that's just not been discovered yet. In my opinion, don't come from me. And Nessie's real, by the way, because I'm Scottish. Nessie exists.
Well, that seemed to be a repeating sort of.
No, it's not just
story,
in Scotland,
isn't
is it? You've
No.
got like you've got Champ in Lake Champlain. You've got like Ogo Pogo somewhere. Is that in Canada?
Yeah.
They're everywhere. They're all
They
over the
are
world.
everywhere.
They're seeing these exact same things
Yeah.
in lakes and oceans. So,
Same as
and you've got these like we know you've got these giant things in deep water. Who's to say that there's not like a connection to some of these lakes to the ocean, and these things are coming in?
yeah,
I don't
could
know.
be.
I
We
don't
don't know. Or
I wouldn't just write it off because I've never seen one. Well, I've never seen a kangaroo in real life either, but I know that they're real because because I've not been to Australia. I don't mean that kangaroos are a conspiracy theory.
I've seen the smaller ones. What are they called?
What, a small kangaroo?
It's not like a fingernail kangaroo. That'd be cool.
You're talking about a wallaby
Probably, yeah.
or a koala bear?
No, a wallaby.
Koala
I think
bears.
no. I
Koala
don't
bears
know.
are kind of cool as well.
They've got a different name, but they're grey. These ones are grey, and they're. I mean, they're big, but they're not big. They're about
And
size.
they've got pockets.
They've
They've
got
evolved to
pockets.
have pockets
Yeah, why? No, we know why. I'm just joking because I keep saying why for
because they put their babies in them. In little
so they keep their money and stuff safe.
They put their pocket money in their babies in their pocket.
Yeah, it's interesting world, and going back to the original thing.
There is things there that
Yes.
they found like in deep caves under the ground as well that can survive extreme heat temperatures. They can survive like when there's like noxic. When there's noxic gases like in certain caves and underground areas that is dangerous for humans to go in. There's like creatures, even if they're small creatures, that have adapted themselves to survive in these environments. So that's another thing when they're looking for like life in outer space. They're like, well, it's got to be like Earth. It's got to be
It's
like
got to have this.
it's got to have
that.
water. It's got to have the need, like the things that you need for life. Well, that's the things that we need for life, for our life. But there's creatures on our own planet that don't need oxygen. That they can survive really toxic environments. They can survive extreme heat or extreme cold. So why are they
Like
only
the what are they called?
why are they only
thermograde
looking
things, what they call them.
on like Goldilocks zones? Is that what they call them? Something like that.
Yeah.
If there's going to be life on our planet, it's got to have water. It's got to have like certain
Temperatures. and-
oxygen, like
Yeah.
whatever. There's things on this planet that can exist in extreme environments. So why would it
Yeah.
not exist in space in extreme environments?
I mean, there's
They
fish.
might be missing out. Like, oh, we're not going to look on that planet because there's no water. That doesn't mean that there's no
There's
life.
fish
there.
been found swimming in like volcanoes, isn't there? I mean,
Yeah.
wow, that's crazy, isn't it?
Just because
Impossible.
just because we need certain things to survive doesn't
Yeah.
mean that other life needs it. And it's been proven time and time again with things here.
You
So-
got them little bugs that can live. They've tested them. They put them in space. They've removed oxygen, put them in freezing cold temperatures, put them in heat, and they survive.
immortal. There's an immortal
Yeah.
jellyfish as well. Isn't
There is an immortal jellyfish. That's strange. That's translucent as well, I
So
believe.
they need to just stop making assumptions that they're only going to find life in space if they look on.
Yeah.
Like
And just because they ain't seen them, they don't exist.
Yeah. That's just
That's
my
quite
little
strange.
tuppence worth there.
Yeah.
They need to stop judging everybody by human, because there's a lot of things that these animals can do that we can't.
We
Like
can't
like
do.
that thing that we just looked at that's resistant to cancer and doesn't feel
Change
any pain.
colours.
That could probably put up with environments that we can't. How could you cook anything that lives over a volcano?
Yeah, exactly. And would you technically, if you took it out of the volcano and ate it somehow, would you be eating it raw, or would it come pre-cooked?
Pre-cooked.
That's strange. Well, how do you kill it? How would you kill it? Just take it out of water and.
I always
just let
make
it
me
dry
wonder,
out?
like, who the like. I know we talked about on the previous Down the Rabbit Hole, who was the first human that went, "Oh, cow, I'm going to squeeze its tits and have a drink." Weird, but even with animals, who was the first person that saw things and thought, "I'm going to eat that"?
Uh-huh.
Like when you see a crab and it's got like it's armored, you've got to like basically beat the shit out of it to get inside for a little tiny strand of meat. We thought, "I'm going to eat that."
Yeah.
There was other things. There was other choices. There was fish that was a lot easier. We thought, I've really got to struggle to get inside this thing.
Task. Yeah.
I've got to struggle.
It was me. Would you say it as a challenge, Kelly? Would you like? I could have this simple.
I could have this
easy
simple
to catch
fish that's
thing.
just ready to go. I just need to.
I think some people would see it as a challenge.
But the amount of meat you get out of a crab, what's the point?
And then you got all the little dead men or whatever they're called around the edge.
What, in a crab?
Yeah.
What,
Frogs that are in the dried up mud on. Yeah, there's like fish and frogs, isn't there, in some parts of the world that sit there for like weeks and months until it rains, and then all of a sudden they come to life. I mean, again, that's
They've
crazy.
actually had like rained little tiny frogs somewhere, didn't it?
That did. Oh, can you remember? That'll have to be on another show with the blobs that will come out of the sky and the red
weird,
sky, and we had the red sky not long ago. But
right, I think we blew your mind for enough for this week, and we're not going to do like what we when we've got it scripted and just got to get through it all, and we went 3 hours on one of them.
Yeah,
we're not doing that. So this has been a journey down the rabbit hole on National Geographic, apparently. Animal Planet with the Duffys. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Danielle will be back next week, I hope. I hope the aliens bring her back and she's not been probed too much. And we'll be back.
You'll be dying to see her bioluminescence with a little mood ring.
Yeah, Danielle's evolved to be bioluminescent as well. If you shine a light on her, she changes colour.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
and I do believe, I might be mistaken, we're doing a true crime next week. Are we? Yeah, because we've done the Mary Celeste, so it's time for crime, everybody. So
time for crime.
Get your diaries out.
It's crime time. Not actually physically do it. Not like saying, yeah.
No, we're not going to go and commit a crime. No. That's and if we
someone did that though, didn't they? We'll have to do
murdered somebody on YouTube. Or something.
No, there's somebody who was. They were like wanted to be. They were doing a reality show where they were chasing the bad guys, and they were actually doing it, weren't they? They were setting it up. They were paying people like gangs and that to go murder people so they could be there on the scene to get the footage. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
We'll have to see about that.
Right, so we will be back next Tuesday. That's 10 p.m. GMT if you're in the UK. If you're unfortunate enough to be in the UK, where it's starting to get hot. And that's 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time if you're in America. And if you're on the other coast, I've got no clue because Danielle's not here to help me.
No.
I know that it's 5 o'clock on the east, but I don't know what. Probably like 3 o'clock or something. It might not be. I'm just made it up. Anyway, thank you very much for joining us again.
Indeed.
We hope you all learned something. And
stay out of the water. Please
share this and let all your friends know that there's an animal out there with a quad penis. And I'm sure they'll love you forever.
Yeah. Tell everyone there's a YouTube channel that just is happy. I wouldn't say happy. That's a bit of a strong word. Comfortable talking about animal penises. But yeah.
Tell all your friends. And we will see you. And we'll see them. I can't ask Danielle, so I'm going to say it myself. We'll see you next Tuesday, everybody. Love you all. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.
Cheerio.
It's a countdown. That's not right. Yeah. Bye-bye. Curious Casefiles.